All right, so in nearly every single crypto market cycle, we see Ethereum gas fees get to be unbearable. They get too expensive for people to make smaller transactions on, and that's why a lot of people turn to L2 projects like Polygon Matic and a number of others. And these have historically performed extremely well during a bull market. Like Polygon Matic went from just a few pennies per token to well over a couple of dollars. In this market cycle, I've been looking a lot at a project that's in its public testnet. Public testnet just started back in July, but the project is called Movement Labs, and Movement Labs is ultimately building an entire suite of products centered around Move, which is a safe and secure smart contract language designed by Facebook. And the cool thing about it is that if you're comparing it to some other projects out there that are doing things a bit similar, so if you're comparing it to an Aptos, or let's say like a Sui, well, while both Aptos and Movement Labs utilize the Move programming language, ultimately, the reason why I like Movement Labs better is because Movement Labs is specifically focused on building a high-performance L2 network on Ethereum. So they're leveraging Move's security advantages to enhance scalability and user experience within the already established Ethereum ecosystem. This is something that's very important because rather than trying to build an entire new ecosystem like other projects are doing, Sui is leveraging Ethereum, and Ethereum has the highest TVL in the entire crypto space. It's where most projects are built on, and if you're looking at Ethereum's ecosystem, it is by far the most developed. So they're trying to build and scale based off of, Ethereum having that large user base and high TVL. And so with this, there's a few key points and things that I really like about Movement. The first is that Movement Labs is designed as a layer 2 solution. So like I said, this is one of the biggest things because it allows for direct access to Ethereum's liquidity. It allows for the security of Ethereum's blockchain, but then it allows it to be a little bit faster and a little bit cheaper with Movement. In addition to this, there's something called Move Stack. So Movement Labs developed the Move Stack, and that is basically a modular that they talk all about over on their website and also in their documents. You can see it right here. And this Move Stack, it's an execution environment that enables other chains to easily integrate Move functionality. Third thing is going to be decentralization. So with Movement Labs, because it's prioritized its specific development, it prioritizes decentralized sequencers, aiming for high-level decentralization on its L2 network, and ultimately its overall ecosystem has been thriving. We can see that they've already had over 530 million transactions, 12.1 million active wallet addresses, and 58 plus applications. That's something that's unheard of. And like I said, they're just in their testnet right now. You can see they announced their testnet back in July of this year, nearly August, and it says, with the launch of our public testnet, developers and users have a live environment to use Movement's next-gen L2. Movement offers far greater security through Move and uses the parallelized Move VM, the first virtual machine L2 for Ethereum. Movement is integrated, allowing developers to choose the best modular pieces, and Movement also uses Celestia for data availability. So if you're looking at this overall ecosystem, this has been very successful already. Like I said, you could see in terms of the number of transactions, addresses, and applications, but also in terms of looking at the project's overall ecosystem. Because if you're looking at it, you can see there's been a number of accounts posting about this project. And you can see that one thing that I really like about it is that their ecosystem has raised tens of millions of dollars. Projects that are building on Movement have raised millions of dollars. That's something that you really like to see because there's a lot of funding and a lot of development going in behind the scenes on projects like within the ecosystem. We can see that Build Nexio has raised $2.2 million to build a parallelized Bitcoin rollup, focusing on improving Bitcoin scalability and transaction throughput. There's Meridian Money, secured a $4 million to develop an advanced DeFi applications. UpNet Network HQ, they're building a DPIN and DMIN application. You can see that there's Echelon Market. They acquired $3.5 million to establish a DeFi lending protocol. protocol, providing users secure and efficient lending and borrowing services, and the list goes on and on. You can see in total that they've been able to raise $13.2 million in seed funding and support and resources for projects that are building on the Movement blockchain. You can see it says, look, Move Collective is an elite accelerator on Movement Labs, and they've nurtured some of these massive projects that we've already talked about. In addition to this, another thing that I really like about the project is with their testnet. So if you go ahead to the website, you can see that they talk all about what's going on with developers, the ecosystem, and things that you could do right now. One thing is that with this project, you can go over to their testnet. So it's testnet.movementlabs.xyz, and you can see it says, welcome to building the Parthenon. Welcome to building the Parthenon Movement's community testnet experience. Completing quests to earn relics is how you can build the Parthenon and is your key to future movement rewards. Quests are organized by guilds. Each guild focuses on a different testnet, on a different skill set. Choose the one that fits you best and let's build together. You click next. It says quests are the key to earning movement rewards. Complete quests and score relics unique to each guild each week. Then it says watch your stockpiles of relics grow each week as you complete quests for each guild. Then lastly, you can see it talks about apps, and then you could see a little bit more details. But the important thing about it is that it's simple to take part in this testnet and earn rewards right now. We've talked about testnets in the past and how valuable they are to participate in, because with, like, for example, for Movement Labs, you can go about participating in these different tasks, participating in these different quests, completing different things, and then earning rewards that then will turn into real money when the token launches. So when the token launches, you'll already have a lot of experience with the ecosystem. You already have tokens, and it's simple and easy to do because you just participate and take part in these tasks. So it's very, very simple and easy to do. So Movement Labs is a project that I personally have been following for quite a while. They don't have a token, so you can't, invest in a token just yet. But if you do want to take part in it, you can be a part of their testnet by simply connecting your wallet and starting to participate in these different tasks. So it's definitely worth checking out, in my opinion, and something that I'm going to be keeping an eye out on because it's been invested in by some of the biggest names in the crypto space. If you're comparing it to the likes of Aptos or Sui, there's a lot of positive things going for it, especially since Movement is just in its testnet stage when all these other projects are well past that. So I like a lot of the things going on with the project, with the backend, and it's something that you really should be keeping an eye out on.